So in this video, I am going to be replacing the petcock, fuel petcock shutoff valve for the tank. If you've never done this work before, join the club. I've never done it either. So yeah, it's basically straightforward to take the tank off. I mean, you got one down here, here. Then you got these two, and then there's one that goes down in the corner over here. And then you take your side fairings off. And then you got to make sure that your shutoff valve is in the off position. And then up in here, there's a connection for the fuel line to the bottom of the tank. And then there's two vent lines on the other side. Those are easy. But yeah, and then you got these two bolts right here. I have no idea what size they are, but anyway, those two bolts got to come off, and then you just basically lift the tank off, I guess. But yeah, that's it so far. And I forgot to mention, take off your air cleaner cover, and those bolts are 12 millimeter. I'll point out some things that I'm finding out as we go. Also took off the rear side cover just so I could have a little bit maybe better access to the fuel line down in there. One thing I'll say is, when you're reassemble, do yourself a favor and align the hose clamp to where you can get to it easy, because mine wasn't exactly easy to get to. So I'll be doing that for sure. Make sure before you go yanking up on the tank to take your fuel shutoff valve off. You need pretty deep screwdriver to get in there to get to this Phillips. Oh shit. Don't do that. Hold the petcock while you're trying to unscrew it. I was holding the phone and accidentally spilled some gas down there. Alrighty. There's your two vents for the tank. They come off real easy, but that's where they're at. Alright, so I'm draining the tank. I flipped it down to the reserve position to try to get as much fuel out of the tank as I can. So one thing I'm doing is I'm putting a little mark on the bottom side of the tank so I know how to orient the petcock. You know, so when I put it back, it'll be in the right position. So this is the petcock took out. It was leaking, and I put this O-ring in there to help it, and it did stop leaking, but I never really felt good about it, so I was able to source a new one. This one seems a little bit different than the new one. The new one has this long filter on it, and it's held in by an O-ring down at the base. This seems like the screen in the tank is here, so I'm going to try to pull it out with some pliers, see what happens. Alright, so I was able to get it out. It wasn't easy. It's got this hard part here in the middle. I guess that's some sort of rubber. I guess that's some sort of rubber in there, I'm not sure, but Had to really yank on it to get it to come out, but it came out, so all's good. I did spray a little WD-40 in here, just to give it a little slip, but I mean, it looks pretty good condition outside of being, you know, discolored, but yep, got it out, so that's good news. Okay, we're going to see how this goes, putting a new one in. Yeah, right in there. Sorry about the camera work, but got to see what I'm doing. But yep, slid right in there. So yeah, wasn't too bad. So like I said before, I'm going to line up the petcock with this line here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I just used the adjustable wrench. It's not on there very tight, so I mean, you're just trying to compress the O-ring for the seal to keep it from leaking, so you don't really have to crank down on it a bunch.